Holy crap, do we have a lot of Marvel news to get to today. We have news about the Doctor Doom movie. We've got updates about the New Mutants movie. We've got even more hints at Namor coming into the MCU and a crazy story about the Hulu shows and the supernatural kind of MCU-like universe they're building over there with Marvel Television. Grab a freaking snack. This might be a minute.
It's like the news, but for nerds.
Today's shout out goes to Thomas O. Callaghan. Indeed, Michael Giacchino was the composer for Rogue One. Make sure you stay at the end of this video where we will ask another nerd card question. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you. I'm Josh. Welcome back to the den. We got a full boatload of news to talk about today. Don't know why I decided to do this move here. Okay, let's start with the least surprising and to me most hilarious bit of news, and this is all about the New Mutants movie. This is coming from Variety, and basically the story here, guys, is the New Mutants movie is likely to never see the light of day on a silver screen. If you've been following the news this week, you will know that Bob Iger recently hung Fox out to dry at Disney's most recent shareholder conference. He said something to the effect of that the Fox properties that recently came out underperformed for what they had done in the past, and they way underperformed for what Disney was expecting when they made that acquisition. Totally fair statement to make, and important to say to shareholders, but also like, damn. Now, I'll try to remember to link the Variety article. Just check it out. It's really interesting. It talks about a lot of different things, like things that are going on with Disney, Fox, all the like. But one thing particularly that was said in this article was about how Disney feels about the New Mutants. Here's the quote here. Disney is optimistic that handing Fox superhero properties such as Fantastic Four and X-Men to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige will improve the quality of these movies, but bumps must be smoothed over in that transition. The studio is unimpressed with New Mutants and X-Men spin-off with a haunted house vibe and believes it has limited box office potential. Again, pretty much stating the obvious. Any Marvel fan that's been paying attention knows this. Now, there are people out there that were kind of excited for New Mutants. I was never one of those people. I like the idea of doing a horror movie. Way more excited for Scott Derrickson's horror-esque take on Doctor Strange 2. And I thought that everything we saw from the New Mutants just looked nothing like the comic books and honestly looked really cheap and just crappy. And considering how just terribly bad, I mean unbelievably, abysmally bad, the Dark Phoenix movie performed. By the way, did you guys know that thing bombed worse than Fantastic Four? It bombed worse than Fox's Fantastic Four. You know, the movie that broke Josh Trank's career? Yeah, Dark Phoenix bombed even harder than that film. Wow. Craziness, but now it's pretty much in the trades, guys. I really don't think New Mutants is seeing the light of day. They'll probably release it on Hulu or something just to put a little added value over there. And that was rumored a couple of months ago. But yeah, now the Fox acquisition has happened. Disney lost a bunch of money from Dark Phoenix. They're looking at this New Mutants movie and they're like, nah, bro. No freaking way. So let me know what you think about that. Are you one of those people that was looking forward to it? Or are you like most people that are like, yeah, whatever, let that thing die?
No, you're still holding on!
Okay, moving on. Next bit of information. This is coming from Deadline, an interview that Jeff Loeb, who is the head of Marvel Television, did, and he was talking a lot about the Hulu properties. Now, it's been rumored for a long time that supernatural shows and some kind of an imprint, much like the Defenders did over on Netflix, was coming to Hulu. And it really does seem like this is going to happen, and Jeff Loeb, specifically in this Deadline interview, was talking about the Spirit of Vengeance, which is a group of characters in the Marvel comic books, and he was talking about how they want to do something similar to that with the Hulu shows. And they already have a name for it. It's called Adventure into Fear. Seems pretty dope to me. And yeah, I definitely think this is going to be sort of a subtitle for those Hulu shows over there, the Marvel horror, Marvel television shows. And then eventually all of these different shows they're going to do, they're all going to team up like the Defenders, and that will be over on Hulu. Now, a big question with this is like, how connected is this to the MCU? And I would expect it to be just like the Netflix shows, just like the ABC shows, not really connected, like technically connected to the MCU, but not really connected. And unless something changes, unless the relationship between Marvel Television and Marvel Studios gets better, I just really don't think that's gonna be happening. However, it could be argued that with the Disney Plus shows coming and more expansive, MCU canon happening between the streaming service and the MCU on the silver screen, it's possible that Disney would prioritize that type of connection a little bit more to get that Hulu value up to get people to sign up for that bundle. Because as you'll note, if you were paying attention to the news this week, the bundle for ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu all together is like that $13 price, which goes directly at the current Netflix subscription. And just for me, when I think about this stuff, like ESPN, very valuable to a lot of different people. Disney Plus, going to be very valuable to a lot of different people. Hulu Plus, not so much. So attaching it more and more to the Marvel brand, good idea. But of course, let me know what you think of all that in the comment section below. Now let's get on to another story. This one kind of breaks my heart, but I think it's to be expected here, guys. Noah Howley was recently sitting down and talking to Deadline, and he basically confirmed that his Doctor Doom movie, the movie that he was working on that would focus entirely on the Doctor Doom character, is more or less dead because of the acquisition of Fox by Marvel Studios. He says, I mean, where it stands now that the movie is done and Legion is done, and I've taken a little time off because someone told me there was this word vacation, which means you don't have to work, which sounded really interesting to me. But you know, I need to circle back to them and announce that I would love to make it and figure out if that's something that's possible. Whether or not they already have a plan in place for what to do with those characters, or whether they're open to my kind of vision for what to do with those characters. But it's sort of on me right now to go push them, which I will do as soon as I come up for air. So the context really matters here. And when Howley is saying that now that it is done and Legion is done, he's taking a vacation, what that means is they're not moving ahead with his Legion movie. Like, it's done in the sense that it's not going to happen. So we can take a vacation. Like, he doesn't have to continue to work on that movie. He won't be directing that movie. Like, that movie's not moving forward, and likely because of some of the stuff we talked about earlier with Fox really letting Marvel down, yeah, the movie's definitely not happening. They're not going to take a chance on something wild like that, and I would assume, of course, like many Marvel fans out there would assume, Feige has his own plan for these characters. It's kind of what Howley's saying too. He kind of hints at that in this interview. And we know that Marvel Studios and Howley have met several times. He and Feige have had discussions, and Feige was apparently a big fan of whatever Noah Howley was doing with that script. Noah Howley is a visionary. Feige loves scooping up people like this and putting them on big movies, so I do expect that Noah Howley will be coming into the MCU and perhaps even having something to do with the Fantastic Four, but all of those plans that he had likely just don't match up with what Feige wants to do with the Doom character, with Reed Richards, with the first family of Marvel and the Fantastic Four. So unfortunately, guys, we're not going to get to see Noah Howley's vision for what a Doctor Doom movie would be, but we still could get to see a Noah Howley MCU movie with Doctor Doom in it. But that's the official news out there, guys. The Fox Noah Howley movie that was going to be the Doctor Doom movie, dead. What do you think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Okay, now it's time to talk some rumors. We have been hearing a ton of rumors about Namor being in Black Panther 2. It's crazy. There's a lot of smoke here, and we talk about this stuff all the time here. But guys, there are the quality of sources, certain websites, certain people out there on the internet. When we hear stuff from them, we take it a little bit more seriously than when we hear it from Mike Zero. I mean, from other people. Now, I saw this pop up on MCU Cosmic, Jeremy Conrad over there, but he heard it through Geeks Worldwide. So that's the source on this. Geeks Worldwide is claiming that Marvel has put out a casting call. Now, this casting call is for a ruler of a distant and ancient kingdom. They're looking for preferably an Asian actor in this role. And although Geeks Worldwide claims it could be for any number of roles, including Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2, maybe even WandaVision, all sorts of crazy things, Jeremy points out that it's very likely that this could be for the Namor character, which again, we've been just hearing so much about Namor rumored for Black Panther 2. So if there is something to this, and if Marvel is truly casting this role, which we think they are, like this will come more and more obvious in the next couple of days when more and more people cover it, but if this is all true, it is lining up for the possibility of Namor being in Black Panther 2, which would be, quite frankly, dope. And I would really hope that they would make him both an Atlantean, obviously, and a mutant. And I would like to start to build up some of the tension between people that are the Avengers and the mutants, humankind and the mutants. We need that tension to start to build. It's some of the best flavor in Marvel Comics, especially if you're reading House of X and Powers of 10 right now. Woo! What a time to be alive. But that's the news out there, guys. Heavily rumored that this role that Marvel is seeking could be Namor in Black Panther 2. What do you think about that? Answer that in the comment section below. Again, I want to remind everybody before we get to the nerd card today, check out the Den of Nerds Gaming. Tons of really good videos coming up there this week. Justin and I sat down and recorded a ton of stuff yesterday. Today is going to be our video all about Ninja, Twitch, Mixer, and some of the drama that's going on over there. I don't know if you've heard about some of that stuff, but we're covering that today, and a lot of good content over there throughout the week. Now let's check the nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know, what is the name of Wolverine? The actual name of the Wolverine character. It's not actually Logan. A lot of you people know this. Answer that question in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.